2 Kings chapter 9, verse 1 through 14. Elisha the prophet then called one of the sons of the prophets and said to him, Wrap your garments around your waist and quickly take the flask of oil with you, and go to Ramoth Gilead. When you arrive there, look for Jehu the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Nimshi. Go in and have him get up from among his brothers, and take him into the innermost room. Take the flask of oil and pour it on his head, and say, This is what Jehovah says, I anoint you as king over Israel. Then open the door and flee without delay. So the prophet's attendant got on his way to Ramoth Gilead. When he arrived, the army chiefs were seated there, and said, I have a message for you, O chief. And Jehu asked, For which one of us? He said, For you, O chief. So Jehu got up and went on into the house, and the attendant poured the oil out on his head, and said to him, This is what Jehovah, the God of Israel, says, I anoint you as king over Jehovah's people, over Israel. You must strike down the house of Ahab your lord, and I will avenge the blood of my servants, the prophets, and of all the servants of Jehovah, who died at the hands of Jezebel. And the whole house of Ahab will perish. I will annihilate from Ahab every male, including the helpless and weak in Israel. And I will make the house of Ahab like the house of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha the son of Ahijah. As for Jezebel, the dogs will eat her up in the plot of land in Israel, and no one will ever hear her. With that he opened the door and fled. When Jehu went back to the servants of his lord, they asked him, Is everything all right? Why did this crazy man come to you? He answered them, You know that sort of man and his sort of talk. But they said, That is not true. Tell us, please. Then he said, This is what he said to me. And then he added, This is what Jehovah says, I anoint you as king over Israel. At this each of them quickly took his garment and put it under him on bare steps, and they blew the horn and said, Jehu has become king. Then Jehu the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Nimshi, conspired against Jehoram. Jehoram then had been on guard at Ramoth Gilead, he with all Israel, because of King Ahaziel of Syria.